What's here, Geordies? Hey! Hey! And how the others? I'm Geordie's. Alright, what's your top?
No.
Come in, lad.
Had been me.
It's nice to go to Geordie anyway. It's such a stormy, sort of a nightly. Anyway, I'll start off, it's our been a topical sort of subject, the Tyneside dialect, you know. And I'll start off on that with a poem by a bloke called J. Smith in 1927 he wrote it. It's called Dialect Poem. You're not going to believe this.
Hangover from last week.
Wasn't that a good poem? I'll just help you out. The say the hard tongues deal, whereout cause more polite. A fine word that there is no sure that I'm polite. I don't care for landlords much, but sometimes in on travel. To me, the soon fair more like Dutch than bodies, cloths, and flannel. And go up yets and fine Jews, those some folks there's not of them. Take snanty lads, Scots and Jews, just crude the nearest. But here's good luck at Geordie, still those memories of Huff Target, but some old mother, fill your jail. That's still the praise like water. Hey, any on you, do you see it? Any on you? A bit of twist to fill the clear, a little bit of fun, yeah? Just try your fogging over that and after who refuse. You've got to think you're knocking flat from making Colby's creams. Need don't more dialect and rough, and not at all refined. But Tyneside folks are stoned and tough, and Tyneside folks are kind. Over all the world, just far and wide, you see them just the same. With a party, what's your lad? What's your? Your mind's a stale. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was described as a rosy production. You didn't have a tune, so I put part of the tune for it. For the tune called Wearing a Degree. But I'm not making a one racy. And it's got a good chorus because it just says sing on that slang or something like that anyway. It's a good dialect now. Come now, ye canny Tyneside lad, let's sing another song. The language of each Tyneside heart, were our Newcastle twang. They do it strange to stop of folks and soon both rough and queer. But never mind, it's music sweet until we're Tyneside here. Until we're Tyneside here, until we're Tyneside here. But never mind, it's rough and sweet until we're Tyneside here. Why, bless your heart, says everything a Tyneside chap can boast. For Tyneside tongue is spoken sung on every foreign coast. On sea land, where I again, where Armstrong's cannons roar, it is the voice of Tyneth here, resounding frae our shore. Resounding frae our shore, resounding frae our shore. It is the voice of Tyneth, resounding frae our shore. For genius, energy, and skill on hand all the room. There's not a place you'd like to name for grindstones on a fund. And it's look you want as telling nothing new. 'Twas 15 hacks as daring lads that conquered Waterloo. That conquered Waterloo, that conquered Waterloo. 'Twas 15 hacks as daring lads that conquered Waterloo. The ancient language of the Tyne has seems very queer. To say old Mick Bones pale as teeth when real Tynesiders swear. And Adam spoke in Tyneside tea when he cried to Mistress Eve, "The body mess you've never knew, by gucks will have to leave. By gucks will have to leave, by gucks will have to leave. The body mess you've never knew, by gucks will have to leave." And when the mother schools her bairn, she shake her fist and frown. You have your jar, I'll scalp your low, or somewhere lower down. But when she's in the humour fine, it's come, my henny come. And if you'd like to hear the bow, well, mine's a half a rum. Mine's a half a rum, mine's a half a rum. And if you'd like to hear the bow, mine's a half a rum. When But as drinking says, Tommy's on the puddle. The bairn that cries is Raymond on think Pandy says in pop. The then a father says we're prayed, the bairn's fault is a law. The bairn's fault is a law, the bairn's fault is a law. And then the mother says we're prayed, the bairn's fault is a law. And here's a load, a month ago, and then a hand's a pie. To have a smoke, it here's a load, sit down and have a blah. It's how we're here, or how there, what cheer me lads will say. It's kittle walk, what that'll do, it's dowly like the day. It's dowly like the day, it's dowly like the day. It's kittle walk, what that'll do, it's dowly like the day. So I may prove the thousand things and tell this time say sang. But some will say, how had your hand, you're making to our land. I said, you know, I'll lick me pipe, be rhyming tales we're doing. And pray war speech me ready part, pray war canny tune. Pray war canny tune, pray war canny tune. And pray war speech me ready part, pray war canny tune.
Yay.
But travelling down the river on a cold stormy night like it is tonight, and they're heading for the moorlands doing Sandgate, battling down the river like, and they hear this commotion, this shooting and blaring and one thing and another. And here's the late high level bridge, the wonder that was built by Robert Stevenson. Was shooting at the old bridge. They kind of knock you down, you're not bloody good, you know, you're stopping ships from getting up to the cool stage at Blaydon, you know. That's why I got 10,000 colliers up there. But the old time bridge had 9 stone arches that only field boats could get through. So they knocked it down. And that's when the fields disappeared like snow off a dike, you know. And really smooth. So this is the high level in the yard bridge by near Coven. And there is a little bit of chorus, where it only runs 3 times, but you put it, I'm not going to tell you what it is in case I get lost. One card winter's neat, Monday evening was flashing, and the wind through the high level bridge loomed its squeal. The neat was pitch dark, and the wind they were dashing, man was scared to use a man was to manage war keel. Among the thunder, what we all as wonder was a high level to the old bridge below. Oh, you crazy old bridge, you'll soon be full doon, and your stands in the river behold. You only men know what disgrace and war tune. Look at me on the parade of the wall. So double am I reaching up to the sky, looking down on a humbug below. There's your blind man and car just stopping for passing by, and your pipe will get waves with a jar. Aye, and a tiny lot of grub ahead. Just give an ad button for Hopperman straight, and you get some tongue into the bargain. With tack and a boot around between the bridges, Goggle Eye Tommy here can fight against Leamington. When Agasalam said to the King's Meadows Island, I hear the high level say to the old bridge, "You're anybody for that fella." And just at that time, John Gilroy shoots at the high level. "Shut up, landlords!" With that naughty attitude, he should fight, and he whacked into that high level in the following style. Shut up, you skinny jazzy old bridge, then it shoot. If ye be young, Mr. High Level Bridge, just mind what you're about. And while you jazz our fast like the men of modern days, but take advice from a poor hard bridge and drop our pals out praise. But mind your locomotive things and let an bridge swing. Oh, Castle Garth, where snips and snows with beards and friends did meet. You cast the people down in and vanish to the sea. Look down on me, land Sparashams, you have red mean young coat. If you throw your engines down on me, I'll throw some old keels off. But mind your locomotive things and let an outbreak sing. Before he was doctor, man, I stood here in my faith, letting forth where our me between bottle bank and side. Besides ye charge a halfpenny, your levels dearly broke. Man, I stand my ground as wheel as though, and let perks our for now. But my dog, I worship things, and let an outrage be. When I was young, we had no jails, no bastions in the tomb. No police with their great big staffs to knock the poor soul doom. But now the march of intellect and scientific ways have taken away more good at times. We sigh for better days. Drop off talking about science, says Jack. Shut up, says Matthew Little from the top of the mansion house. I'll whack your beers up to the kitty. Would it be manslaughter on me for Raffy the police? But the average came to mind, they went to Jubilee School together when they were lads. Says the average, what are you going to have? He says, a bottle of soda water and half a glass of brandy in. Aye, but I mean, it was an apple dark. It was that dark we couldn't see what we're talking about. Who escaped. And away we went, singing. We'll make the keel roll, the keel roll, the keel roll. We'll make the keel roll, the mighty in. He wears a blue bonnet, blue bonnet, blue bonnet. He wears a blue bonnet with a dimple in his chin. We'll make the keel roll, the keel roll, the keel roll. We'll make the keel roll, the mighty in. Oh, right. Carry on now, it's a strange sort of thing. It's called Bob Cranky's a Jew. Bob Cranky was a Chipman, not a particular Chipman, any Chipman was Bob Cranky. And used to be figures of wonderment and food and that for the middle class, because they said now you can't earn without fighting and drinking and carrying and enjoying themselves. That's how they were doing it. And Bob Cranky, there's quite a few songs with Bob Cranky. This was written by John Shield, and it was Bob Cranky was a member of the Great State Volunteer Association, like a sort of a home guard, and they used to go for 3 weeks permanent manoeuvres and parading and showing their gear off and one thing and another on Newcastle to Moor. With other regiments and different ones, there was a big shindig and all got together. And this is put the tune of a very old fiddle tune, which was sued as a jubilee, but that wasn't the name of the tune. And this has gone off like the Suez has gone off to the wars, you know, but this is Bob Cranky gone off from Gateshead across the river to Newcastle for 3 weeks. And he said, yeah, we're way from the river deals.
We think I'm from somebody.
Farewell, my comely pet, I suppose 3 weeks to leave thee. Has done for permanent duty set, from then let it grieve thee. My heavenly wife then in sea fleet, that mine will dazzle, if thine heart sad can mine be. If thine heart sad can mine be, then come away and have a chill of beer, your heart to cheer. And when those saints may march away, whilst do to step thee to, for Cranky's beyond no servants here, a soldiering to Newcastle, a soldiering to Newcastle. From then again a whinge and white, like yammer than Isabel Mackie. Cheer up my Henry, lift the pipe, and take a blast of baccy. 'Tis but for yen and 20 days, the perks is into dazzle. Crude swaggering in my fine reefleys, crude swaggering in my fine reefleys. Birds head market place just down here. There was the weir, mine flute and wheel when stars away, and the posy gone all by they soon. And thou drink thine tea I twice a day, when soldiering at Newcastle. When soldiering at Newcastle. Be frank as up every way, from dinner to my henny. But at the blue skin or the brain, I'll get me marching in me. And can he walk these stranger seat, not in with joy will dazzle. But I'll head spend that valley, I'll head spend that valley. Oh, on me and me, I need to keep where Brit may sleep. Cause smash, I think 'tis a wiser way. But flesh and beer myself to cheer the thrill and weeps that has away when soldiering at Newcastle. When soldiering at Newcastle. But wisht the sergeant's tongue I hear, fell in, he's yelping. The pipes are whistling loud and clear, and say that drums are skelping. There wheel my comely arm gang, the generals in to dazzle. For any if the time seems lang, for any if the time seems lang. And the frets would be neat and day, then come away, see to dear who's where I stay. And we'll kiss and cuddle, and on many a puddle. We'll pass the ranks of wars away, when soldiering at Newcastle. When soldiering at Newcastle.
The few old songs are hard because they are Geordie songs and they're wrote them. So they're not the ancient ones. But this first one, it's inspired by Boney M, I think. You know, haiku, and I always fancy singing that, but I never knew the words, you know. But I thought, well, haiku sounds like I saw. So I thought I'd make a song with a bloke sewing mailbags in jail or in Nation Hospital. Or that people like politician bankers stitching people up. but then I thought, well, my mum used to teach me embroidery and how to sew socks and make little mats and things like that. So I wrote a song about the bespoke bloke, and it's how I made it turned out. Had I followed my mum's teachings when I was there. So anyway, this is the story. When I was young, I loved me mum. She taught me to embroider. Would sit for hours by the fireside when we dad got drunk on cider. Shirts and frocks, trousers and socks, whatever the repairing. We'd mock and mend for kid and friend till clothes were fit for wearing. Now you know I sew, yeah. Give me a bubble and a needle and thread, and I sew all day. Some folk at school thought me a fool, 'cause I had the ambition. While I toiled away to get an ear, played football or went fishing. But when I come home and had me tea, my fingers started twitching. As I stroked me cat on the clippy mat, I ain't got all the stitching. Now you know I sew, okay. Give me a wobble and a needle and thread, and I sew all day. Now I got a job in a factory, making clothes of denim, and the owner, he was very pleased when I stitched them, he could sell them. Well, got on fine, now I design, and fit stuff that's worth making. I use me skills to pay the bills and improve me situation. Now you know I sew, okay. Give me a bubble and a needle and thread. I sew, okay. Now I travel the world to old-fashioned shows, meet with all the buyers. Watch talks and drinks and Arab sheiks rolling on their spare tires. But armour bloke always bespoke, up at all shapes and sizes. Skinny or fat, I can cope with that way. There's no that can surprise us. Now you know
I saw, again. Give me a wandering bottle and a needle of thread. I saw again.
Isn't it, Jimmy?
I just get me. Well, Jack's this for this time. Never drink one, me two, none the king. Just said she'd seen me face of all, but she wouldn't tell his way. When a rock star where a boot she lived, she said, don't call it swear. But
Never mind the luscious kind, and I like his good hearted. Every cast in her eye makes her look shy, and I wish we never had parted. She's got a home and she walks with a stick, but she's always good to me. That's one of the lost that men can pass, the last thing on the key.
every night I used to meet with Sally on the quay. And a rock star was she'll marry me, so she'd be true to me. How long it is since she washed herself, way I really didn't know. Well, she's got a face like an hot space kid, as black as any crack. But
Never mind the luscious kind, and I like his good hearted. Every cast in her eye makes her look shy, and I wish we never had parted. She's got a home and she walks with a stick, but she's always good to me. That's from the last that men can pass, the last tune on the key.
well, she catches walking out one night with her sister Liza Jill. And she fetched her so chickly on the look she could never see straight again. Then she turned on me with a look that could kill, and she told us where to go. And before I could tell her I loved her still, she was up with another man. But
Never mind the luscious kind, and I'll say is good hearted. Every cast in her eye makes her look shy, and I wish we never had parted. She's got a home and she walks with a stick, and she's always good to me. That's one of the lost that men can pass, the last tune on the key.
well, it was all through her, I went on a spree, I went headlong to the man. Well, upon me clares, we watched me cheer, and everything I had. Then next day the landlord appeared, and he hied us through the door. And I spent 6 months in Durham jail when me clares were in the store. But
Never mind the luscious kind, and I'll say is good hearted. Every cast in her eye makes her look shy, and I wish we never had parted. She's got a hump and she walks with a stick, but she's always good to me. That's from the last that men can pass, the last tune on the key.
about a conversation I had with a bloke who put the tea in Newcastle. You know, Geordie's monument, you know, used to bring all the tea in. Because Newcastle used to be double SALs, didn't it? Then we're all great and put the tea in it. You know, they said that's you. But anyway, I was chatting with him.
Good on you, going to explain it.
I was watching the two Geordie's monument, you know. So I climbed up here and you paid 10 pence or something you can do. And I had a chat with us, you know, and he says, yeah, your tune's not changed. And he says, could you put a tune? You know, if I tell you how much changed, could you put a tune to it? So I thought, aye, no, but like, so he told us, you know, how Newcastle had changed over the years. I mean, I didn't really speak to him, you know.
When we spoke to you. He's put the
And so what I did, I wrote this song. It's all about how Newcastle's changed. Was going to football chorus, when watching it too, and I thought I could join in. You know, because I wrote it instantly. You know, so how was it gone again? The chorus. You know, no. And the chorus comes anyway. Oh, well, the lads
In black and white, oh, Geordie drives in stripes. Oh, well, the lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
I made that like the key. I think I should know for myself here. As I perch upon me monument, I think of times gone by, when railways ferried coal and steel and ships blocked up the Tyne. Oh, that the clock could be torn back, I hear the old folks sigh, but sad reflection turns to joy when I see them magpies fly.
Oh, well, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, well, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
Well, walkies and ducks are quiet now, the order book is bare. Proud men who built them ships that sailed have gone to walk elsewhere. The welder's torch has been snuffed out, nay played as summer's ring, but at 3 o'clock on Saturday the seagulls start to sing.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
Now in olden days when coal was king, the air was filled with soot, and even when the sun shone down, the tune was all blacked out. But now the pits have all but shut, brightness fills the day, and the angel teams up with St. James to watch United play.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
Now I mind the times when parks were green, where only boots and slides, instead of shops and office blocks in modern daytime side. But the only park that matters is down by the Black Bull, and when Newcastle score a row, night deafens half the tune.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
No, you remember his story? No, the 50s were the glory, yes, but marched on Wembley way, when folks would come from far and wide to watch United play. But memories of War Jackie and the old cup winning side come flooding back with Shearer's goals, restoring Geordie pride.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
It's party time in pubs and clubs, the drinks are flowing free, and Geordies chant the football songs that herald victory. The lasses use a fixture list to plan their wedding day, plus groom and guest and even bride decide to stay away.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
Now those cannonballs are silent now, that Shearer's reign is o'er, but long may we pay homage to his explosive striking power. And although we didn't win out, well, he kept our spirits up, and I nearly booked the charabanc to parade the FA Cup.
Oh, lads in black and white, oh, Geordie pride is in their stripes. Oh, lads in black and white, you're playing for the tune.
Yeah.
This one's a Joe Wilson song, the other one wasn't. But, just getting the key into it. So this one's Sally Lee, so you know the words of this one. Come on, me bonny time, say lads, and listen to me song. It's all about a canny lass, the lass of coated land, to regular travelling merchant sells herring sticks and clear, and anything else in season, there's no that's with the way. Sally she's a canny lass to stray, with me hands and knees, sure you'll see her on the quay. Sally she's a sort of lass, so bonny and free. From your castle to Glasgow, there's no like Sally Lee. Well, a pair I was a muck man, a stepper I was a snow. A mother was a wisher wife, we and you moon to go. A sister was a fisher wife, oh brother he does nought. He's a hot-bread porter, poor man that never stopped the out. Sally she's a canny lass to stray, with knee hands and knees, sure you'll see her on the quay. Sally she's a sort of lass, so bonny and free. From Newcastle to Glasgow, there's no like Sally Lee. It's a good job Sally wasn't born a duchess or a queen, for then I'd been left half alone, me lass should never have been. But Sally's in poor Cadmus, sense and cheers a hiding drink. Besides making her suit themselves, they made her to suit me. Sally she's a canny lass to she, with knee hands and knees, sure you'll see her on the quay. Sally she's a sort of lass, so bonny and free. From Newcastle to Glasgow, there's none like Sally Lee. And when me walk as I wander down the quay, and there I meet me heart's delight, me bonny Sally Lee. And someday when I've solved me time, how happy I will be, for Sally, spite of all the lads, is going to marry me. Sally, she's a canny lass, is she. When ye had to me, sure you'll see her on the quay. Sally, she's the sort of lass, so bonny and free. From Newcastle down to Glasgow, there's none like Sally Lee. Down Scarborough at the Shanty Festival, and we're done on the main stage at the end of the night. And it says, I want some local songs out Scarborough, you know, and like fishing songs. And nobody knew any fishing songs about Scarborough. So I went home and I wrote this song about fishing from those shields. And it's called Wooden Dollies. And it's about the wooden dolly at the Prince of Wales, you know, just to touch it. Because the wooden dolly came back. The ship didn't come back, but the figurehead came back. So they touch the wooden dollies for the down to make sure they come back when they do sailing. So this is wooden dollies. Come on lads, put on your oilskins, climb aboard. It's time to sail. Northern fishing grounds are calling, can't you hear that host and gale? Bid farewell now to old Shields Harbour, peaceful sleep and lazy days. From now on, both night and morning, you troll for fish and hope it pays. Keep your gear in decent order, mend those nets and sharpen knives. Check your winches, block and tackle, doff equipment can cost lives. Brace yourself for the unexpected, don't let Neptune catch you out. Hang on to your superstitions, there's no room for hero doubt.
Rock and roll on the stormy waters, ride those rocks and batten down. Keep her head into the weather, do not broach, or you might drown.
Never sail out on a Friday, don't say rat or pig at sea. If you pass a priest when boarding, just turn back and leave the key. Seek safe passage from the wooden dollies, leave your green clothes on the shore. Touch cold iron should you offend, stave or pillock, you know the score. Patience hard and always risky, even unpaid, when the catch is small. Seas and oceans are a mystery, where to go is the skipper's call. Relief comes when the nets are bulging, dexter blood from dusk till dawn. Guts and hearts are then discarded to the place where fish are born.
Rock and roll on the stormy waters, ride those rocks and batten down. Keep her head into the weather, do not broach, or you might drown.
Watch them tumble to the hold, stack them in boxes filled with ice. Pollock, blackbutt, cod and haddock, pray they fetch a hefty price. Take your pay, lads, and wipe your subs out. Get spruced up and hit the town. Drink your fill of beer and whiskey, let off steam till you fall down.
Rock and roll on the stormy waters, ride those rocks and batten down. Keep her head into the weather, do not broach, or you might drown. Rock and roll on the stormy waters, ride those rocks and batten down. Keep her head into the weather, do not broach, or you might drown.
Dear, when I was young, that's how the Geordie dialect became me native tongue. Well, I was me father's image, me mother shaded vow, and the girls all ran to kiss me. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. I've got inches in me breeches, and I wish they'd do it now. When I was only 6 months old, them girls would fondle me, they'd clutch me to their bosoms, and they'd bounce me on their knee. They would rock me in the cradle, and if I made a row, they'd tickle me, they'd cuddle me. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. I've got inches in me breeches, and I wish they'd do it now. And later on this final lad, as ever could be seen, them girls would often follow me down to the village green. where they'd make a chain of buttercups and drop it round me brow. Then they'd roll me in the clover. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. I've got inches in me breeches and I wish they'd do it now. Them very same girls would call on me to swim when it was mild, and down to the river we would go and splash about a while. Well, they'd throw the water over me and duck me like a yow. Then they'd rub me dry all over. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. Oh, I wish they'd do it now. I've got inches in me breeches and I wish they'd do it now. But it's awful lonely for a lad to lead a single life, so I think I'll go to the dance tonight and try and find a wife. Well, me fortune is 6 bundled pigs, likewise 1 big fat sow, so there's plenty love and bacon for the lass so love me now. Oh, lass so love me now. Oh, lass so love me now. There'll be plenty love and bacon for the lass so love me now. The Geordie song tradition goes back a long, long way to certainly over 200, 250 years, maybe even longer. And but some songs like that one were pinched from other traditions. Came from an Irish music hall song, and songs like Cushy Butterfield started life as a Cockney music hall song and were changed. But many of the songs, of course, were composed by local people, and I'll start with one of the oldest. It's written by a fellow called William Watson, and it's one of our most famous songs because it appeared on television in a TV series. So, of course, that's only one way you can get instant fame. And in a similar way to which Blaydon Races itself was never a famous song in its day until it got on the radio in about 1909. And then became famous once it had been on the radio. You know. So this song was, I think, actually even got in the hit parade. This song after it had been the what do you call it, theme tune of a TV series. You'll know the one I mean. Come here, me little Jackie, while I show me backy. Let's have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance till the daddy, sing till the mommy. Dance till the daddy, till the mommy sing. Dance till the daddy, sing till the mommy. Dance till the daddy, till the mommy sing. Thou shall have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. There's the mother humming like a canny woman. Yonder comes the father, drunk he canna stand. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a haddy when the boat comes in. Poor Tommy's always fuddling, he's so fond of ale, but he's so kind to me, I hope he'll never fail. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a bloater when the boat comes in. Well, I like a drop myself when I can get it sliding. Ye me bonny Ben, I like it wheelers on. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a mackerel when the boat comes in. May we have a drop of as we stand in need. We'll make the keel roar that brings the birds of breed. Dance tilly daddy, sing tilly mommy. Dance tilly daddy, tilly mommy, sing. Dance tilly daddy, sing tilly mommy. Dance tilly daddy, tilly mommy, sing. Thou shall have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shall have a salmon when the boat comes in. That song's probably around 1820 or just before 1820, and so is the next one. It appeared in a collection around about then, and although it appeared anonymously, it's generally attributed to a songwriter who was working in Benwell at the time called Henry Robson, and he wrote a suite of songs called a collection of songs called the Pitman's Pier Week, and he was the pitman himself at Benwell Pit, and it's thought that he didn't put his name to this one because it's kind of a bit derogatory towards the pit lads at Benwell Pit, so he probably was a bit worried about getting thumped or something. These things went on. I mean, Geordie Ridley hid for a long time after he wrote Cushy Butterfield, because our brothers and cousins were out to get him for calling their Cushy a fat lass, you know. So you had to be very careful in those days what you wrote. So this is believed to be Henry Robson, and you'll know this one as well, I think. My name is Billy Oliver in Benwell Toon I dwell, and I'm a very canny lad, as ye can see yourself. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. There's not a chap in Alwar walk and put a hue like me. There's not a lad in Benwell Toon can coax the lassies say, what a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. When I got to Newcastle Toon I dress myself so fine, and all the neighbours stand and stare and say, no, there's a shine. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. I swagger we down Westgate Hill and down the Denton Chair, and whistle all the way again and make the people stare. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. And when I gets down to the cock I likes a pint of beer, and when the lassie brings it in I always call her dear. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. And when I've had a pint or two I like to sing a song, and now a very canny and just 40 verses long. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. But if the folks that's in the bar should have your tongue, you cull, I's bound to have a fight, 'cause I'm as strong as any bull. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. And when I've had a fight or two and knocked me foes all down, I swagger up back up Westgate Hill to bonny Benwell Toon. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. For me name is Billy Oliver in Benwell Toon I dwell, And I'm a very canny lad, as you can see yourself. What a canny lad, what a canny lad, what a canny lad am I. And moving forward a bit to 1861, this was penned by the great Geordie Ridley, our most famous songwriter, of course, writer of the Blaydon Races, which he wrote in 1862. So this was a year before, and it was actually a more popular song in its day than the Blaydon Races was, because this was a song about a racehorse, a local racehorse that won the Northumberland Plate. Northumberland Plate still our biggest horse race, worth over £100,000 these days, when it was a very big prize in the 1860s as well. And it was on the Town Moor in those days, on Newcastle Town Moor, where the Hoppins now is. That was the race meeting, just like the Derby at Epsom. It had a fair attached to it. Now there's only the fair, because the races have been moved 3 miles north up to Gosforth Park. But anyway, this horse was a gated horse. Actually from Deckham. Can you imagine them breeding a racehorse in Deckham? No, it's scary. It's a scary bit. I once went into the Deckham Hotel, I think it was called. I didn't have a drink, I just turned around. Anyways, the name of the horse was Joey Jones, and it was quite a good price, and a lot of locals have backed it, so it was a very popular song about the winner. I'm going to sing to ye a song, if you'll but listen to me. I didn't intend to keep you long, and that you'll plainly see. It's all about young Joey Jones, he won the Northumberland Plate. He was bred at Deckham Hall, just up through the gate. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred at Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. Joey ran at the spring meeting, he was beaten by the gym. And had lo that belongs gay lad, says Joey wasn't game. So they sent him off to Richmond, 'twas none he wasn't right. Then Watson fetched him here and give him a regular Yorkshire bite. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred in Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. Now when the horses started and was coming past the stand, some shooted out for Peggy Taft and some for underhand. And when they reached the top of the hill, Doyle heard Tom Alcroft say, Dolly, a fiver, that's a win the plate the day. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred in Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. Coming around the Morpeth Torn, Joey keeping up his fame. Says Doyle to Tommy Aldcroft, now what's your little game? Says Aldcroft, I mean to win the plate this very day. Yes, but says Doyle, it's Joey Jones, a fiver I will lay. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred in Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. Number 11 was putting up, the people stood amazed. For but he looked very white, and Jackson almost crazed. Little Osborne looked for his wild man, and Sharp for volatile. Doorfoot got a nasty kick, and Joey won in style. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred in Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. For he jogs along, he cantered along, he licked them all so fine. He was bred in Gates Cities, the pride of Geordie town. Just got time for a quick one, I think. Moving forward 100 years to the 1960s. This one was written by an old friend, a family friend of ours called Dickie Irwin. Danny remembers Dickie. Remember we did a Geordie night. The very first Geordie night we did which would be in the early 70s at the Y Club in Kenton.
YWC
yeah, Dickie Irwin was actually on with us that night.
He came for just no money, he just wanted to be a worst deal ever.
Yes. Anyway, Dickie was a very famous character. He actually performed on the musicals at Bambra's and and everything. And then when the radio came in, he was on the radio and ended up actually in some episodes of The Lightning Lads. When that was on, he became a TV actor and personality. But he's a school friend of my granny's, and so he was a great family friend and shared a house with my brother on Saltness Road in Gosford. And anyway, he wrote this in the 1960s, and it's still important, very important today about the EEC, or the Euroscepticism. So a 50-year-old song about Euroscepticism. You didn't think it was that old, did you? But it is. Finish with this one. I do have some CDs of new CDs of Geordie songs that I've just recorded. If you haven't got one, I'm quite happy with it. That's 10 quid. Since the Geordies went and joined the common market, there's been hell on up and down the river Tyne. For they're eating fried frogs' legs down on the foss way. Instead of brewing, they're sucking jam and wine. Since the Geordies swapped his whippet for a dash hound, and they've changed the dear-eyed netty to the loo. There's a takeaway on every other corner, but none of them can make a tiny stew. No more fish and chips is all hopped up with garlic, as we eat them in Antonio's saloon. And we're shedding salty tears in what continental beers, 'cause there's nae blue stars left twinkling in the spoon. Oh, black puddings have been crossed with jam and sausage, and our stuggy cakes are filled with mayonnaise. You can even get a tripe and cow heel pizza, and we're singing hitties, sing the Marseillais. The band sing Blaydon races over Alice, and it makes you wonder where it's done to stop. 'Cause the Geordies didn't like the common market, we'd rather have one little corner shop. Thank you.
No, who wrote this one? Do you know who wrote Sarah, Brian?
Sarah.
Aye. No, who wrote this one? Anyway, it's a Geordie song, and it's quite quick.
Was it, Donny?
That was him that did the Pitman's Neat.
Pitman's Social Need.
Alexander Barrett.
All right.
Alexander Barrett.
Sarah, baby, she's Sarah, bringing this case to your father and me. Sarah, baby, she's Sarah, we'll watch you go one day. I remember when I was in last meetings, when little on now it's a day, but the one that I put like the rest of your queens for the first canny lad I could say. I went in for a note to sell the meat while the host was done for the day, and as sure as I went off a step would his say. Me suspicious I'd mother once say, oh, Sarah, function Sarah, in this place your father and me. Sarah, function Sarah, you really will get born one day. No, Charlie, Bruning, Brits, and such motion we crack him along his days there to say. And I soaked him remarkably fond of the lad, 'cause I knew he was Dr. Bootnay. Well, enchanted with thoughts, speaking kindly accord, so on neatly won't make for his wife. But me odd mother here is pledging me word. Give a scream as if screaming for life. Oh, Sarah, function Sarah, in this place your father and me. Sarah, function Sarah, you very will not get cold one day. Well, the eventful day come to spend a good day as expected well after AM. And I went to the court as the Scotchman would see it to get space and take leave of me name. I was pleased in my heart that the sulky odd thing hadn't come to upset matters when I looked round just as Charlie had popped on the ring. And there she stood screaming again. Oh, Sarah, function Sarah, bringing disgrace to your father and me. Sarah, function Sarah, and nobody will rock and roll one day. Way the years of the land come change upon change, come bills of considerable sums. Come cats with the weasels and dogs with the maids, come cat doctors and bairns and bums. At the stage of affairs when our uncles and kin nearly all be the crave and retreat. The odd wife marries once in a fortnight dropped in. When she'd walk and she'd stalk the street, oh,
Sarah, Sarah, Irish Sarah, bringing disgrace to your father and me. Sarah, Sarah, Irish Sarah, when you really will what you call one day.
I don't know this. No, those dogs are dirty. Sarah sparrows that die. No love for plenty bad luck on the way, but lots of good fortune put by. When me breaks me a tiny bit, selling me arms and me mother's no nuisance at all. Though sometimes when she looks on me, who's full of bends. The old Betty and giggle and cry.
Oh, Sarah, Sarah, Irish Sarah, bringing disgrace to your father and me. Sarah, Sarah, Irish Sarah, and you body will what you call one day.
Oh, yeah, Joyce wants one. Hang on, Joyce. I'll pass you one.
Thanks, good idea.
Right.
Right.
Everybody.
Well, like the lass that lives next door, they call her Nan. I've often talked to see him before she wants a man. And I'm the lad that wants a lass, and I think the time will come to pass when you'll find I'm the lad for Nanny that lives next door. Oh, she took me home when sitting in the time when I was smoking and spitting in the buses, and the time it's been flicking. Throw Nanny that lives next door. No, I'll never forget the night we met one Tuesday night. She was walking out with me sister Bet along the street, and I kind of thought that she took me eye. She's just the one for a chap that's shy. And I soon made it reach with Nanny that lives next door. Oh, she took me home and sitting in the time when I was smoking and spitting, and ever since then the time it's been flitting. Throw Nanny that lives next door. What's your chance? You're not getting another one. That's what you're doing. You notice that? Yeah. Right. Well, she said she liked the no. Oh, it doesn't matter, I do that. I always get the word. She said she liked the way I talk. I just said yes. Do you mind the time we had the walk, and ye may guess that I said yeah and made love on the way, but the neat went out to the very next day. Then I clapped me eyes on her knitting beside the door. Oh, she took me home and sitting and knitting the time when I was smoking and spitting in the bus, and then the time has been flicking. Throw Nanny that lives next door. Well, she looked at me with a pleasing smile. I looked at her and put me backy all the way beside the door. I told her then what made her sad, and I asked her would she have me for a lad. Man, I stood like a fuel. Throw Nanny that lives next door. Oh, she took me home and sitting and knitting the time when I was smoking and spitting. Ever since then the time has been flitting. Throw Nanny that lives next door. There's many a lad to get me pet, said she to me. But a man's not nice and easy to get indeed, said she. I stood and I laughed and I told her me plan. I'll first be a lad and then be a man. Aye, and ever since then I've followed the lass next door. Oh, she took me home and sitting and knitting the time when I was smoking and spitting. And ever since then the time has been flitting. Throw Nanny that lives next door. Oh, this is about the last, not a war happens like this, the last at the fair. Another Joe Wilson song, Blaydon. So I'll sing that one now. It's what happens, isn't it? Because he's at the fair and she. Well, it was at the last October fair, up for some Blaydon. Oh, bright blue eyes and yellow hair, me fancy fairly won. She looked the queen of all the queens, so happy to be there. I was our heathen years in love, when Molly at the fair. Such a loneliness I couldn't last, like Molly at the fair. Oh, happy meet that I should meet, me only sweetheart there. Says me canny looking lass, I'll buy you out you like, but if you reckon things such trash, I'll take you for a hike. The ungreat shaky showy shows what makes folks stop and stare. Or if they're only boots they doot, you'll fettle out the fair. So shall my lass I couldn't pass, like my other fair. Oh, happy meet that I should meet, me only sweetheart there. Well, she says, me lad, that would it do. I think I've that much sense to know when lads make our pray, you'd better keep your pence. For I've never seen your face for a stranger, I declare. Oh, never buy with pulpy toy, me fancy at the fair. Such a loneliness I couldn't pass, like Molly at the fair. Oh, happy meet that I should meet, me only sweetheart there. Well, I like that little bit conceit, I think it pleased his mare. Then if she'd craved this for a treat, like other lasses there. For if through braves you win a heart, your own soon don't say. The higher bid I put you out, I think that isn't fair. Such a loneliness I couldn't pass, like Molly at the fair. Oh, happy meet that I should meet, me only sweetheart there. When we passed the stalls, I said again, "You're gonna wish," she said. But if you're shy, you needn't try to win a pretty maid. No time flew on about the ring to marry, I declare. The lasso's gonna take me name, though she refused me fair. Such a loneliness I couldn't pass, like Molly at the fair. Oh, happy meet that I should meet, me only sweetheart there. How are you doing? Very good. This is a Geordie song in the style of John Lee Hooper. How easy. Alright.
We have to wait.
Thank you.
Eddie,
Huh?
Annabelle.
It's
The film crew's just arrived.
He's from Geordie Lee Hooker.
Geordie Lee Hooker. So what it was, I brought songs about different people in the club, and Elaine was feeling a bit put. So she says, "Can you write the song?"
Eddie, keep that quiet.
Oh, have I not done that yet?
No, we're not.
Sorry, then here we go. No whiskey, guys. Oh, keys, what makes this band? It's enough to make all your walkman gone mad. I should like very well to know just what you mean. The way you got on from the pit to the screen. You treat us cool, you ask just as you think fit. The wages are small that are paid to the pit. But what we are making, well, we really don't know, since thou hast sent us our maiden lad Joe. Though this maiden lad tyrant does nothing but shout, who belongs to this tub because it's laid out. He smacks his old lips, his old hands he will rub, because he has taken the poor man's tub. At 6:30 in the morning he starts to fill up the box, which is only 2 quarts. If he gets the first tub, then how pleased he will go. Say that's the start for our maiden lad Joe. Well, he came from the bank, that's near to the plain. I wish he would get himself back there again, for whilst he was there, he was doing the same. He must have been born without feeling ashamed. They say there's a medium in every case. He's not a fit man to have in such a place. What makes him do it, I really don't know. This cruel impostor had made him lad Joe. Now to do all his duty is nothing but right, putting hot and cold you as he takes the delight. If it pleases the master, that's all he cares for. Suppose that he hungers poor men to the door. Among the cold he was, how well he is known. His hardness towards them he always has shown. He has no feelings for the men down below. This dirty old rascal had made him lad Joe. Well now, Joey Baden, you silly old man, you have nearly done all the ill that you can. Well, old age your whiskers are turning quite grey. I think it is time you was starting to pray. Do you think that the masters will keep you in bread if you ever take ill and are confined to bed? When you did with your corpse, not one step will you go, because you're that rascal I'll made him lad Joe. Though I never did like to wish anyone home, but I do that you've gone to the place where it's warm. 'Cause it's nothing but right to reap just as you sow, and they'll burn your whiskers when they get you below. If the old devil sees you, he'll give a great shout. That's hookies that kick away, laid the tubs out. God will then say, down to hell you must go. If you are not kicker, come here, Lord Joe.